Hey guys, I'm Sierra Lane. I'm a local musician in West Palm Beach, Florida, South Florida. So I play with the band a lot. We play a lot of indie music, but we have a lot of different influences involved in it, like reggae and alternative. But yeah, we're just getting some fresh air out in my neighborhood during quarantine. I posted some questions online. I'm going to be answering those. I've done Q&As in the past on my Instagram, but I felt like a video format would let you guys get to know me better.
Does your band help you write?
They mostly compose their own parts for it. I go to them with a basic skeleton of the song. Yeah, they compose all their own parts. There's been a few times where I've asked them for lyric help, and I want to start writing with them definitely. I feel like it would bring us closer together as a band.
Are you planning on collaborating with other artists?
I really want to. It's obviously hard during quarantine. I don't want to say I'm definitely not picky with who I work with. I feel like when you're collaborating with someone, if your chemistry as people don't work, it's going to be harder to collaborate musically. So I'm just waiting for the right opportunity.
Coolest person you've ever met?
Coolest person I've ever met? Oh, Sticky Fingers. I met Sticky Fingers, probably one of the coolest experiences in my life. I sat there with Freddie Krabs, the keys player, for an hour, and he was just talking about how, they started their band in just garage rehearsals and stuff like that, and he just was telling us that Allegra was with me, so we were just listening to what he said about just getting out there and doing what we were doing already, but just taking it to the next level, and it was a really fulfilling experience. So yeah, it was awesome.
What is one of your biggest goals?
That's a hard question. I want to be able to make music that not only other people love that I love, but I love it too. So I'll listen to a lot of the music I listen to and try to cultivate the same energy that they're giving, and that's a definite big goal of mine, is to just be able to match energy. I definitely want to put out an EP soon, maybe even just a couple more singles before that. As far as right now, I'm just taking it day by day with my music.
What is your go-to Starbucks order?
Venti iced chai tea latte with almond milk.
What advice would you give someone who's just starting to be a musician?
Strengths-wise, as far as your craft and everything, I feel like you should really spend a lot of time getting to know yourself and getting to know the instrument you're playing or your voice that you're using. It's very important to just take time with it and don't rush into anything. A lot of people who are just I want to be out there now, I want to go gig now, sometimes people aren't ready, and then it'll come back to end up being a negative experience, and I don't want that for anybody. So my advice would just be take time with it and take opportunities as they come and not force them upon yourself.
Can you cook? What's your specialty?
Ramen. Yeah, I can make toast too, so wife me up.
Favorite YouTuber?
Either Curtis Connor or Cody Ko.
What's your favorite venue to play?
Either Guanabanas. It's a tough question. Grind and Grape is fun up in Biro.
Explain a day in the life of Sierra.
Okay, so depending on what I have to do, today I woke up at 7:45-ish and, I did a shoot, but usual wake-up time is probably around 11 or 12. Honestly, this is a little embarrassing, but I don't get my day started till 1. And I'll either play music or just reach out to people, maybe hang out with some friends, just, get my brain flowing and stuff I need out, and just be able to work on music and stuff. That's all I got going on right now.
How do you deal with performance anxiety?
So, performance anxiety is definitely a thing that's different for everybody. It comes in different waves, it comes at different strengths and intensities. For me, it's less anxiety and more of just doubt. I usually just hype myself up, or I'll talk to my band and be like, this is gonna be a great show. Again, another tip for, musicians that are starting, hyping yourself up and preparing yourself mentally, because other people can only take you so far in that situation. They're not in your head, and you know exactly what's going on and what's scaring you and what you're doubting, so you just have to hype yourself up.
Describe yourself in one word.
One word?
Those 2 words.
I don't know, Jacob, how would you describe me in one word?
Determined.
Determined?
Determined.
Okay, I see that.
Because you definitely have goals, desires, and aspirations, and your determination has always brought you to where you want to be, and it's also opened opportunities and more doors to kind of keep going. If you weren't determined, you would have doubts and listen to your doubts over your determination. Yeah, so I think you're a very determined person. You know what you want out of life.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll either go with that one or like if there's like a word that represents taking it day by day. I don't want to say cautious, but just, and I know like easygoing's 2 words, unless you put a hyphen in the middle, so.
What's your favorite childhood hobbies and TV shows?
I'll go with TV shows first. Like iCarly is a classic. I've actually been like slightly binging a little bit of SpongeBob just when I'm sitting at home doing nothing, you know, scrolling on my phone, just put on some cartoons and it's like a vibe. But as far as like childhood hobbies, does anyone like remember those like erasers, like the collectible ones that looked like food or something? No? Yeah, he knows, but yeah, I would collect those and we would like trade them at school and stuff, but that was like one of my favorite memories.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
I'd probably pick up photography again or graphic design. Art of just placing things, like if you're like doing a magazine spread or something, it is like a skill to know images or shapes or words and paragraphs flow on a page visually. So I feel like graphic design is super cool. I watch a lot of YouTubers that do graphic design, so I think that's cool.
Do you play weddings or private events?
I've played one private event actually. It was a graduation party, which was really fun. I do have a wedding or 2 coming up in the future, and I hope to get more of those because those are fun. So.
What's the story behind your stage name?
So my last name isn't Lane. It's actually, my name is Sierra Fitzhugh. It's Irish, but I got Sierra Lane from Penny Lane from Almost Famous. It's my favorite movie, and she's an absolute icon. Also, Penny Lane by the Beatles is a great song. I love it. So the Beatles was actually the band that got me into music. I had their Guitar Hero game on Xbox, and it like opened my eyes to a whole new world. Yeah, so I thought I'd represent that in my stage name, so Sierra Lane.
What's the story behind Deep Dive?
I can't remember exactly where I got the idea from, but it turned out to be a song about courage, so I kind of personified courage as like, what is that, like an emotion or feeling or something, so I personified it, so the he in the song is courage, and you know, it could be, it's vague enough for anyone to interpret. Like it could be anyone telling them to like go live your dreams. So that's basically what the song is about. So the chorus, it says, they told me to stay, but I want to fly. Adventure's out there and this is my time. So that basically means I have had people that wanted me to not take the path of music and wanted me to finish school and wanted me to, you know, get a real job, going against the odds and just doing what you love. First person I would think is probably my mom, because she never once stopped believing in me, and she like found out how happy music makes me, and that's all she wants for me. Like she doesn't care what I do. Like I could be a passionate crocheter and she would be supportive of me. So my mom's my biggest fan and I love her so much, and she does a lot for me behind the scenes. The grind isn't definitely just from me and my efforts, but definitely her efforts as well. Jacob behind the camera, he got me like my first gig and stuff. So thank you to Jacob for, you know, helping me get my foot in the door. I'd also like to thank the people with Ineffable for seeing potential in me and getting me to the point where I can release my music and share my art with all of you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. My song Deep Dive comes out at midnight, but when you're seeing this, it's probably already released, so go stream Deep Dive. Link's probably on my Instagram, but yeah, so I don't know.
Say bye.
Bye.
You told me to stay, but I want to fly. Adventure is out there and this is my time. You said I'll be with you and I'll never tell you goodbye. I've shown what awaits, now go and deep dive, deep dive.